Hello everyone and welcome to another StarCraft 2 commentary with Exo, and today I'm gonna be bringing you this game between Sjow spawning as the red Terran at the 7 o'clock position and Kiwikaki spawning as the yellow Protoss at the 2 o'clock position. Now this is a game I actually planned on casting yesterday, but I didn't get to doing it because I was really tired, and I actually cast that game of Tarson versus Dark Force, and I hope you liked it. If you haven't seen it, then go watch it. It's really a good game. And I was browsing through some replays. I mean, I was checking online for replays and finding games to cast, and I saw a game between Sjow. I've been casting a few replays of Sjow lately, more of Sjow, I mean, and I enjoyed the way he plays. I really like his style, and then I thought about, I mean, when I saw Kiwikaki in the replay name, I said, I gotta cast this one. I was really impressed by what Kiwikaki did in MLG, especially in that game versus Hydra. You have the game in my channel. It's somewhere over there on the uploaded videos list, so if you haven't seen that either, go check that one too out. It's really a mind-blowing experience. If you're into StarCraft and high-end play, then you really want to see that game. I'm pretty sure everyone has seen it by now. I mean, everyone that's into, watching what the more, what the pros do, the more experienced players do. So yeah, here we have Kiwikaki opening with a pylon and a gateway. Gateway is not really either at the choke or downstairs to wall off the natural. I'm not exactly sure what this is all about. Pretty weird opening. I suppose he just wants to block off this side over here in case any Helion or Reaper harass comes into play. And another, yep, the cybernetics core going down on this side as well, so he's blocking this avenue over here between the assimilator and the nexus, and the assimilator and the wall over here to his base. So he's just gonna have this to worry about. I'm not exactly sure if he's gonna decide to cannon in base. Maybe he's just thinking of an all-in build over here. Let's see, sending his probot to scout right now. And as for a Terran player for Sjow, already first barracks is out, and factory on the way, which could mean either 1-1-1 build or Helions, or just adding more barracks to this one and going for some tanks and infantry. So let's see what Sjow decides to do. Oh, this is really fast Robo Bay. This could mean a number of things. It could either mean very fast Colossus. It could mean very fast Immortal. If he sees, depending on what he sees in here, he sees 3 Marines. So he might go he might go Immortal if he has the feeling that there are Marauders coming, and he actually hasn't seen any Marauders out. He only saw those 3 Marines, these 3 Marines, or whatever. I can't select. No, there we go, 3 Marines. That's what he saw. So it might be adding a robotics bay after this one as soon as he gets the gas. But no, there we go, fast Immortal. And I guess if you've seen that game I was talking about, by the way, I'm gonna spoil a little bit here, so if you haven't, just go watch because it's really enjoyable. I tell you, it's worth the time. It's not a long game either, but go watch that Hydra game, Hydra versus Kiwikaki at MLG. It's in my videos list over there on my channel. This is, and now the spoilers coming. This is really what he was doing in that game with the Immortals. Actually, 2 Immortals drop plus a Warp Prism being deployed, and which was followed by additional warp in units of Zealots. In that case, I will remember that game for as long as I live. I swear to God, that was really a great game. A really great timing, really great micro, everything execution-wise was by the book from Kiwikaki. Anyway, here we have the starport. So this was a 1-1-1 build, and whoa, a Raven is coming out. A Raven is coming out, and Warp Gate technology is almost done. Adding one more gateway. So no expansion from either of these players yet. Another barracks being added here, and this Raven is probably going to be there for PDD for the Stalkers. Sjow imagines that there are going to be Stalkers, just like in any Protoss game you get to see Stalkers really. No robotics bay being thrown down, so that means no Colossus for now, but 2 Immortals. Now, Immortals are sturdy little bastards because they have a lot of HP. They have this ability over here. So You can see this what this means. So these shields are really good against hard-hitting units like tanks and stuff like that. They only take 10 damage. So as long as their shields hold up. But here we have a medevac being built, and it's already out right now. Let's see if Sjow is gonna go for some early push, although I'm not sure if he can actually do that much against two Immortals. Two Immortals do hit hard, even though, yep, so if he does decide to focus the Marauders, then the Marines will fall easily to the rest of his army. He also has those force fields. Very good there to split up the enemy force. And here we go, I guess, yep, command center is going down. And Stimpak's on the way as well, and one of these barracks. Where is that nasty Stimpak? Here we go. Stimpak is almost done. Expansion going down for Kiwikaki. And does he have a forge? No, one more gateway being thrown down though. So no forge yet. A lot of Protoss players prefer to cannon up this this portion over here because it's so wide and it's so, I mean, it's so susceptible to harass from all sides, from over here. If you get those rocks down here, it basically, Xel'Naga is a nightmare when it comes to defending your natural. So yeah, we'll take a look at the income tab for now, and let's see. So Kiwikaki actually getting ahead of Sjow in terms of harvesters, but don't be fooled by the fact that this dropped down right here. He actually was just transiting a lot of probes from his main to his natural, so that's why the average income dropped. Not to mention that Sjow had some mules mining as well, so yeah. But actually Sjow is getting his own natural up right now. Yep, I'm gonna take a look at the APM just a little bit, see how these guys are faring. Whoa, and Sjow is actually pretty chill while Kiwikaki is really plugged into this game. So yep, and taking a look at the food count, they're pretty equal, so not much to talk about that. Not much to talk about over there. And these rocks are already being taken down. Is he building another command center? No, but he's getting an orbital command over here. Now Kiwikaki can, yeah, there we go, and the robotics bay is done, so he knows that there's a lot of MMM action going on. Let's see if a Colossus is going to be coming out right now. Colossus, yep, there we go, and Chrono boosted. Does he have the gas for the Thermal Lance upgrade? Yep, he does. Let's see if he decides to get it. Sooner or later, this is going to start researching, because as we all know, I mean, 200 minerals when Kiwikaki has them, I think we're going to be seeing that upgrade come into research. Let's see, and Kiwikaki is delaying. Why is he actually waiting so long for this? Colossus aren't really, I dare say they're not really worth getting if you don't have this upgrade over here. Maybe he just plans on getting more Colossus, but he has excess gas, so he can get this Thermal Lance. There we go, Thermal Lance on the way. Kiwikaki starting to research that very vital upgrade over there. So this is 1 Robo Bay into 3 Warp Gate into Forge, and upgrades being researched right now. I suppose the Kiwikaki might just wait for for level 1 upgrades to be done, weapons level 1, after which he moves out. Let's see if he does decide to make a timing push. Timing push, for the rest of you who don't really know, means that you just wait for that key moment to attack, when you either have a more sizable force than your opponent does, or key upgrades have finished, like in the Terran case, like Stimpaks, like Combat Shield, like Concussive Shields, like Siege Mode, things like that, all of a sudden, and I mean all at the same time, along with weapon upgrades or armor upgrades, stuff like that. And that Observer gets taken out since the Raven was able to scout it out. And here we see Kiwikaki trying to take down those rocks, and the Terran player has quite a sizable army. He has 2 Vikings, I think 2 Vikings plus all these Marauders are going to have no problem taking out those Colossus. They're going to be, even if they're not exposed, you can just snipe them out. Vikings have a huge range, and Marauders have a pretty big range as well. I mean, range 6, and they are pretty vulnerable. And just 1 Robo Bay producing Colossus right now. Another gateway being thrown down. 3 more gateways actually, so that's going to be 6 gateways. I'm curious to see if Kiwikaki is going to hold it with all these gateways. I am wondering if he, yep, there we go, Zealot Charge. Zealot Charge is on the way, and Combat Shield is on the way as well for Marines. Thermal Lance is almost done. There we go, Thermal Lance is being, yep, completed right now. And weapons level 1 did complete, already chrono boosting weapons level 2. And let's see if Kiwikaki feels confident enough to push out across the map. Now he needs to focus down the Marines with his Colossus and the Marauders with his Immortals as much as he can, and at the same time throw force field so he can split up this army, because if this army attacks like this, it's going to be very menacing. Let's see, so the Colossus, 3 Colossus in the back, they're doing a lot of damage over here. Let's see if he's actually microing these Immortals to take down the Marauders, and a lot of damage being dealt by these Colossus. The Vikings are taking that down, but the damage has been dealt, and even though 2 Colossus went down, then again, most of the infantry over here died as well. And now Kiwikaki is throwing some force fields behind so that the enemy army cannot back off. And let's see if he does decide to take down those dropships. No. Actually, a lot of units, most of the surviving units managed to get inside those dropships and move away. Now Kiwikaki did a good job over there repelling that attack, but here we have pushing coming over here. Let's see if he can take out this command center, which is in construction over here. Will he decide to go across the map? There we go. Kiwikaki is making a push, and let's see if he can take this down quite fast before the Terran player has anything to say about it. There we go. Let's see if some force fields are going to come into play over here. Yep, there we go. 2 force fields. Not the best force fields, but this expansion gets cancelled, so that's going to spell a regression in Sjow's economy. And here we have Sjow healing up the rest of his forces that did manage to get out of there. And Sjow, I think, really needs tanks right now. There's Colossus, there are Stalkers, there are Immortals, and Sentries in play, so I think siege tanks are really the way to go right now. Let's see if Sjow is gonna transit into this, or actually he's getting more Vikings. Not a bad choice given that there are Colossus out, but let's see how many Colossus if Kiwikaki is actually making. Yep, Kiwikaki keeps on making these Colossi, so this is 2 Colossus plus another one on the way, so that's going to be 3. And weapons level 2 did end up researching for Kiwikaki, and that's a lot of probes transiting right now to the gold. This is gonna spell, actually I'm gonna wait a little bit and gonna check out the income right now. So Sjow is ahead for now because those probes were transiting to the gold, but actually Kiwikaki was double expanding here. This is really hardcore macro over here from Kiwikaki. He feels comfortable with expanding after taking out the most of the army that was pushing over there earlier, the Terran army. So let's see what Kiwikaki. I'm going to take a look at all these buildings and what's actually happening in Kiwikaki's base, but I didn't actually take a look at the Terran players so much. So there are 4 barracks over here, plus the starport producing 2 units at a time. Oh, and another 3 barracks over here. This is a lot of barracks. This is 7 barracks overall, most of them with tech labs on, and 1 with reactors that is producing Marines. And this is a lot of units over here. Let's see if Kiwikaki can hold up against this. He has 3 Colossus. These are really good against infantry, but the Vikings will play a vital role in how this battle will go on, because if these Vikings can do good enough damage, plus 2 over here, let's see if he gets these as well. If he can snipe down those Colossi before they get off too many shots on the infantry, then that is going to be really, really great. Let's see these Vikings and what they're going to be able